Hello and welcome to After Sound Review, where this time I will review one of the latest product from the Final Audio, and this is the Final Audio A3000. Okay, first of all, thank you for Mr. Prayogo for providing me with this IM so I could review them. And this IM is definitely quite unique for my eye. Okay, I will review them from the build, fit, frequency response, sounds, and comparison. When it comes to the build itself, the housing, it is said that it is made from ABS and it has matte black finishing, which is quite unique to the touch. It is very simple, very smooth, and somehow looks quite premium, although it is very light in my hand. You can see there's a vent hole around the backside of the shell, and then the cable itself is not really durable from what I see. It is using 2-pin connector and it is very thin, and yeah, I just don't feel that it will last for a long time, especially when you pull them really hard. I bet it will not survive. But nevertheless, it is really light and really flexible, so I don't find any discomfort when I'm trying them. Actually, the fit itself is really comfortable for my small Asian ears, even though it is quite strange. I mean, this type of shape, I could only find them in Final Audio, and yeah, it is really comfortable for my small Asian ears. And when it comes to the sound, I will use my i5 XDSD, also Q-Delix 5K, X-Duo X10, and also iBasso the X160 as my source, and here are the songs that I used.
As the frequency response for the Final Audio A3000, I guess first of all I need to say sorry that I usually use my own measurement, but somehow the files got corrupt, so I need to use this crinacle's measurement because I have matched them before and it's actually really similar to my own measurement. I should say that for this Final Audio A3000, I consider them as a V-shaped-ish IM, definitely because of the emphasis in the more around the mid-bass area, also the treble area, but it doesn't really have this kind of pinna gain for the IM at the upper mid-range area. And this is how it is compared to one of my benchmark around its price, the moondrop kxxs. Actually, they both have similar bass response in the frequency response here, but for me the quality is quite different. The A3000 is definitely more cleaner and tighter for my ears, and also the vocals is more forward in the moondrop kxxs, but after that you'll definitely feel there's a roll off in the treble area, somehow making the kxxs is smoother, while the Final Audio A3000 sounds leaner and sounds a little bit sharper and just thinner thanks to its treble proportion around this area.
So from the sound itself, it is quite unique. It is definitely V-shaped, but I must tell you before, I need to warn you a bit that it has low sensitivity, so when I try to play them using my phone, my Galaxy S10, it definitely doesn't have enough power to give them justice. So, and when I play them through my iBasso the X160, I need to switch to the high gain and using the 50 or 60 level of volume, while in the usual IMs, I usually use a low gain with 40 to 50 volume. So yeah, I hope that helps a bit. So make sure that you have a powerful source before you try them. Okay, the sound itself is definitely quite V-shaped, but I need to tell you that it is a very special V-shape for me. It is not your typical V-shape with a lot of harshness and a lot of energy that is compatible with current mainstream music, but this kind of V-shape for me is really suitable for classical or for instrumentals, and other than that, those genre that I said, I don't really recommend you to try them using the mainstream audio because it's just simply a little bit unforgiving when it comes to the recording itself. From the bass itself, it is one of the things that you will you will hear the most when you play any song you throw at them. It is a really high quality bass that could punch really deep with a lot of rumble, but it's quite fast actually. So when I try to play some Imagine Dragons songs or some really heavy bass song, you will hear that it is a really good punchy bass with a lot of detail, and it is controlled. So yes, it is simply a high quality bass, but when it comes to the mid-range alone, like I told you before, that it is not suitable for mainstream genre. So when I play some K-pop song or J-pop song or Mandarin song, you know, mainstream Asian songs, or maybe Ariana Grande and Lady Gaga, for me it is simply too thin and could be too harsh and sibilant. As you know that Ariana Grande usually using her high notes for her vocals, and it definitely doesn't suit this A3000. The sound is screechy, is like screaming and not really comfortable for my ears. But when I change them to instrumental, whoa, it is really clean, it is really high in resolution, it's really refined. When I hear every notes, it is really good. And also the treble itself is also really extended and airy. So when I try to play some violin songs, some orchestral song, classical songs like Campanella, like Campanella or La Primavera, it simply feels heavenly for my ears. It is really agile and really refined and also airy and extended at the same time. Every notes you will hear in high definition, every notes is really well extended. So yeah, I really recommend you to try classical or violin songs like La Campanella or La Primavera, or some orchestral song, or maybe some like the Piano Guys. Actually, I myself like the Christmas song really good in this IM, and yeah, they just simply taste heavenly for me. And when it comes to the technicality, I think it is also really good. The separation is really good, especially in the complex songs, and it's definitely you will need a really high res audio, because when I play using a not really good recording sound like for K-pop or J-pop, it definitely feels a little bit crunched, and yeah, and the sibilance is really annoying, so you cannot feel that really good separation. But when you change it into the high-res music with a really good instrumental recording, you will hear that the separation itself is really good, and the soundstage is really three-dimensional with a lot of depth and width and also height. So it is really recommended for you to try like the Piano Guys recording, the live recording from the Piano Guys. It really feels good in this IM. The timbre is excellent and really airy. So for, like I said, for instrument, it is really made for instruments for me, not really for human sound. And how is it compared to the Moondrop kxxs? The Moondrop kxxs is definitely feels a lot safer to a lot of genres. So it is more punchy, it is way smoother, and the treble itself is definitely faster, roll off faster than this A3000. It just sounds a little bit dirty, I think, compared to this A3000. But that being said, the kxxs is definitely much more versatile when it comes to mainstream genre as a pop or rock for me. But this A3000 is just like definitely made for instrumental or classical music. I think that's all for this review. I hope you enjoyed today's review, and if you have any comments, please write down in the comments below. And that's all. See you next time. Bye bye.